Why do we quit? Why? What's the reason? What happens when we decide at that point that it is too much that we quit? Hey guys, I'm Andy. It's Mindset Matters More, and I want to talk about it. So I'm posting this in a few weeks. No, a few days. Sorry. So by the time you listen to this, it will have been a few days since this happened. But today I posted on my stories that I was at the end of my workout, not even the middle of it. It was the last workout, the last exercise, the last set, and I wanted to quit. I sat there and really contemplated, I think I'm just done. But I wanted to hold myself accountable, so I posted a story talking about it and saying, this is happening right now, but I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish. And I finished it and I got through it and, I powered through it and that was that. But it got me to thinking about why we quit. Why do we stop? When we have something we want to attain, a goal we want to reach, why do we stop? And there are many reasons why we stop. And let's get into it because there are many points in which on your journey you stop. And I think that trying to acknowledge these times, maybe you're at one of these times and you think to yourself like, oh, this is happening, and you can power your way through it to the next level. So the first time that I notice people stop is in the idea phase. And I feel like this is a lot of like self-sabotage because people have an idea, a dream, a wish, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I want to do this. I want to do this. And then all of a sudden they quit. They quit before they even start, which is sad. And that can happen. There's many reasons why people do that. They're, I'm too old for that. I don't have enough money, or, it's just too complicated. Whatever it is. Oh, actually, the biggest one is I don't have enough time. Ugh, that's the craziest killer of all dreams. But, a lot of people self-sabotage at the beginning. So then the other time that people quit is when they do start and they see actually what it's going to take to get to where they want to be. And, I think a lot of people are not delusional. That's not the word, but they lack a sort of self-awareness to realize that, dreams and wishes aren't like, oh, I wish for $1 million. Boom, you have $1 million in your pocket. It's like, okay, I want to have $1 million, so I need to build a business, and that's going to take me several years. Like, people don't believe that wishes can come true because they aren't things that happen in the immediate. And so when people start on their journey, whether it's exercise, job, relationship, whatever it is, once they see what it actually takes to be successful in it, they tap out and say, nope, it's not for me. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the resources. And they self-sabotage. And I've done that. I've done that plenty of times. I've started so many projects, programs, and being like, oh, fuck that. Like, I can't do it. That's too much. But that's another point in which people quit. The next point is, you've been doing it for some time, whatever your goal, dream, wish is. And you start to convince yourself that, like, man, this is crazy. This is like the craziest journey I've ever been on. Like, it's not worth it. Like, life circumstances come up and all of a sudden, like, it's just too much. And this is the thing that's going to take a back seat. So there's plenty of opportunities to quit at that point, right? Because it just is no longer a priority. Your priorities shift. Things happen, and sometimes the big things in life happen, and then like all of a sudden, your wishes and your dreams just aren't as big as you wanted them to be. So finally, the last time that people quit, or no, there's two more times, is that you almost get to your goal. You almost get to the finish line. You're 95%. And you say, that's good enough. I've made it this far. That is good enough. I'll never make that last 5%. I'll never reach the top of the mountain. Being close to the top of the mountain, I can see plenty from up here. I mean, but it's not your goal. It's not your wish. It's not your dream. You made it 95%, but that's not the end. And so let's say you push past the planning phase and you start. Let's say you push past the craziness of it all and you see how monumental it is and you say, yes, I'm going to do it. Let's say you're in your journey and you're like, yeah, it's hard, but I'm going to keep going. I don't care. Let's say you make it to 95% and you see the top of the mountain and you're like, yes, I'm going to keep going. And you reach your goal. People quit there too. People quit once they've reached their goal and tap out. Once you've reached your goal, you get to a point and think, oh, this is it. I'm done. But what you find out, what you quickly find out, is once you get to the top of the mountain and you look around, there are more mountains to climb. Yep. The goals never stop. The dreams never stop. The wishes never stop. In this life, you're always going to be reaching for something, trying to attain something. And it's never ending. And there's a lot of people living in dissatisfaction because they're not reaching for anything at all. The majority of people, I would think, have no goals, have no desire to change or be different or have something in their life. They just stop themselves at the first part. Or maybe you've reached your goal and all of a sudden you're back at the first part and you're like, I've got an idea. Oh, but it's too big. Oh, this isn't for me. I've already reached my goal. And I think a lot of people will confuse what I'm saying. So I want to clear something up. It's got nothing to do with being dissatisfied with where you are or unhappy. I mean, yeah, be dissatisfied. It's not about hating where you are right now. You can love where you are right now, but as long as you acknowledge that you're always in transition. People are always so upset with their lives because there is no transition. Or the transition is going backwards. You're regressing. That brings unhappiness, dissatisfaction. The only type of happiness that is out there is when you are progressing. And it could be small, tiny increments of progress. Where you have to be working towards something. Maybe it's your career. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your relationships. Maybe it's your friendships. Maybe it's the gym. Maybe it's racing cars. Maybe it's building buildings. Maybe it's coding up the next Google. Whatever it is, you have to keep adding to that bucket every single day and quit stopping yourself. That's the only time I'm ever going to tell you to quit. Is quit stopping yourself. Quit that behavior. And when you realize that there are so many mountains to climb, when you realize there are so many possibilities in this world, you're going to see that life can be beautiful because you're trying new things. You're doing new things. Like, you know, I've lived so many lives. I have gone from, you know, I used to do ballet and tennis when I was a kid. I was a runner. I did jujitsu. I did P90X for some time. I was just lifting weights, and now I'm bodybuilding, kind of dabbling in powerlifting for a little bit. But then I realized that shit's not for me. I am not the same person now as I was before. And hopefully you're not either. Hopefully you're progressing in whatever it is that you want, but lean into it. Have a goal. Say, this is what I want my goal to be, and reach for it. Figure out the details fucking later, but just start and go and do and be. Don't stop yourself. Don't quit. Look at yourself and see, where on your journey are you? Are you ready to tap out? Well, figure it out, man. But keep going, because your dream is just right there. You just have to keep reaching. All right, guys, that's it for me. Love you guys. Bye.